sir, yes, sir. We about to get started. About to get started in a minute. So we're about to start in a minute. Welcome to the main event. I'll be your host, main event. We're about to talk about these predictions, man. We're about to get down to these predictions. Yes, sir. We'll be putting up a poll tonight for each match. We'll be putting up a poll tonight. So we're about to get started, people. Stay tuned, stay tuned. Show about to start. We're about to start in the fruit, people. We're about to start in the fruit. Getting a couple of things together real quick. Getting a couple of things together. We're about to predict this. I want to know y'all prediction too. I want to know what y'all think about Summer Slam. I want to know if y'all think gonna win. Our storyline's gonna go all that. I'm looking at my banners real quick. All right. We good. Y'all got to let me know if I'm breaking up, though. If I'm breaking up, let me know. And I can stop the tonight we on portrait screen tonight, y'all. We on portrait mode. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. On portrait mode tonight. Yes, sir. Let me stop that music, man. Welcome to the main event. I'll be your host, main event Fro. We're about to break down our predictions to Summer Slam. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hit y'all with the intro real quick. I don't know how the intro gonna show in portrait mode, but hit y'all with the intro so we dive right into it.
Welcome to
Dom, I think I know what you were trying to do. Welcome to the main event.
Well, the main event, man. Yeah, we're about to talk about this Summer Slam. You know what I'm saying? I'm still I'm still typing up the whatchamacall. So let me get the poll ready. Cause we're about to get started. We're about to get started. So we got the first poll in the chat. We got the first poll up, and we going with the first match we're gonna talk about is Sami Zayn versus Brian Breaker. And for me, you know what I'm saying, Sammy time is really up. He ain't been really holding that title, and well, he been doing all right, but Sammy just ain't no long title holder. He's just a transitional title holder. And I think Brian Breaker actually gonna win this one. I think he's gonna take Sammy out. He's gonna grab that title and he's gonna hold it for a long time. He's gonna pull the Gunther. You know what I'm saying? Hard to beat. He's gonna break a lot of guys down, run through the whole roster. You know what I'm saying? And also, I think Sammy will be altered back into the bloodline story due to the fact that Zyla hasn't signed. Zyla is what, the GCW champion. Um, he's something like that. I know he just won a championship, so I know he's not going nowhere no time soon. And they're gonna have to implement Sami Zayn back into the bloodline story. So yes, I think Brian Breaker is gonna take this thing, man. Wiley, you in the building? What you got on it? You there, Wiley? He still gotta give Wiley a little second. But hey Wiley, let me know when you're ready to come up. Yeah, he Wiley will be back in a minute. So yeah, I'm going with Sami Zayn. I'm going with Brian Breaker on this one. What y'all think about this match? Sami Zayn versus Brian Breaker. Who y'all got? You know what I'm saying? Who will take this match? The poll is in the chat. If you're on Facebook, you can come to YouTube to get your votes in. If you're on Twitter X, you can come to YouTube and get your votes in because I don't know if the polls show up on y'all side. Also, if you're on Facebook, feel free to send stars. You're on Twitter X, make sure you hit that heart button. You know what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? You're new to the channel. I'm telling you right now.
But I am telling you right now.
Hit that subscribe button. New to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? When you coming through, make sure you push the goddamn like button.
Push the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
If y'all hit that like button, hit that like button. Also, get your votes in. The poll is up on YouTube. You can get your votes in. I'm giving it time to see if anybody get their votes in real quick. We got Sami Zayn to Brian Breaker anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Who takes the win? Who takes the win? But I do got Brian Breaker for this match, and I think he will take the win. I don't know if they'll let me add at the end of the poll to start another poll. That's crazy. Why they want to let me put like 2 or 3 polls up? At least 2. So we got our votes in, Brian Breaker, and all in the end, Brian Breaker. We're gonna end that poll, and we're gonna boost up another poll real quick. Y'all give me a little second. So we're about to go to the second match. Bailey versus Nia Jax. That's gonna be the second match. I ain't good with these polls yet, y'all. Y'all got to give me a second, man. I got to get good with these polls. You know what I'm saying? I got to get good on these polls. So all right. Start that poll. Hopefully I ain't breaking up. Hopefully I'm not breaking up. Why are you ready? Okay.
Good.
Why that? All right. While that poll is up, Why give me your thoughts on Sami Zayn versus Brian Breaker?
So as far as the winner is going to be Braun Breaker for me. I heard you earlier, and no to Sami Zayn going back to the damn bloodline. No, hex no.
Yes, that's what it's looking like they're gonna have to do because the other part two, he's don't look like he's gonna make it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that. Yeah, you're right. He did capture a title, but just because you capture a title don't mean nothing.
Say money talk, huh?
Exactly. So,
But he also said it's got to be fitting to him before he comes join, right?
But
So
exactly, and
with
that's
that
another
being
thing. It's all depending on how they selling it and all that stuff. So there's a lot of
right,
things
and
up in the air.
and like how they did Solo, I'm pretty sure he thinking twice.
Oh yeah, of course he's thinking twice because he don't want to look like Solo and be like, oh yeah, I'm coming in here good. Next thing you know, I'm getting watered down.
And next thing you know, he got a suit with some gloves like the Hitman. Oh shit!
Hey, look, I'm not mad about the suit and gloves. I mean, it's not quote unquote Samoan light, but hey, I'm okay with the Samoan, mob god, mob
Yeah,
stuff.
the Bloodline Mafia. I like that though. I like that. But I'm pretty sure Zilla he want to come in, on a different status. But we'll see, But I do think Sami Zayn will be lose the title and be implemented right back into the Bloodline story because him and Jey Uso are already teaming up now. But that takes us to our next, and that is let me hide that because it's what it's doing. What is Where is it? Oh, the scroll on. Oh shit. No, turn the scroll off. All right, yeah, we ready now. There we go. Bailey versus Nia Jax for the women's world title or the women's title, women's SmackDowns. I don't know what they call this shit. But I got Bailey. I got Bailey. I got no. I had Bailey. I got Nia Jax going for the win on this one. Like I got Nia Jax to win it so they can continue a story within her and Tiffany Stratton. Terry Bird, what's up, man? What it do? Appreciate you coming through. But I got Nia Jax to win so they can have this story between her and Nia Jax. And Wally, you said it the other day they're rewriting the Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss story. So they're rewriting it. They're redoing it with somebody else. So what's your take on it?
My take is just what it is. As far as who's gonna win, I can see Nia winning, but based upon certain atmospheres, because you got to think about who is more credible to win over. Like if Tiffany Stratton were to cash in, who's more recognized to win over? Because I think, let's be honest, when Alexa Bliss cashed in, I think it was because Nia, I think, lost it, and then it's like she cashed in after when she was on the sidelines, and then it's like then she made her move. So pretty much meaning they didn't want to cash in on her because it wasn't, as far as I can remember, it wasn't evident enough for her to cash in on Nia in any situation. So my thing is, if Tiffany were to cash in possibly sooner than later, which probably is SummerSlam or somewhere down the line, depending on where they want to do it with, I think they're definitely going to do it on Bailey because in most cases, let's just be honest about one thing, right? When it comes to the four horsewomen always trump carding over everybody else in this female division, literally over this female division, being the gatekeepers of this world title within the females roster, usually you always want one of the newer women, especially someone that has hype, to actually beat them, give or take. So I think Bailey wins and Tiffany Stratton catches on her.
Mm, interesting. Now, I
Because
do
you got to
think
think about it. Because if you look at it, I think if you can look at almost every possible cash and give or take, it's been some of them, if not most, have been on pretty much one of the four horsewomen, give or take, most of the time. I don't think so it's that high though, but I gotta go check that. But one way or another, it's usually around that, give or take, around those scenarios.
yeah. Well, I know for one thing, I know she's not gonna cash in anytime soon, due to the fact that she getting a new briefcase, and I know they want to showcase that briefcase, and I know they want to sell merch. So I'm pretty sure she's not gonna cash in anytime soon. Maybe next year around the Royal Rumble time,
Well, it all
Elimination
depends on when
Chamber.
they have it ready, because we don't know if the new briefcase coming in or not. So
Oh, they're gonna bring it in ASAP. Cause I'm
no,
pretty sure.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like we don't know exactly when. It could be Friday. It could be this Friday. They bring in the new briefcase and they show it off. It could be.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm
But
pretty sure they want to show it off at the pay-per-view when she come out with Nia
well,
Jax. You know what I'm saying?
right. But see, but that's my thing. Like it can be ready, but it doesn't mean just because it's ready, it's gonna be ready to drop off right then and there. So it's pick and choose. I don't know
Mm.
yet.
Yeah, I can see them showcasing it this Friday, so they
Yeah.
can go on here. You know what I'm saying? Like she got to have a case. I'm pretty sure they tired of showcasing that taped up ass briefcase. I'm tired of seeing that taped up briefcase. They need to go ahead and get her that goddamn pink case, put Tiffy time on it, and go ahead and showcase that thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. So
um, let me let me get this poll down. We got now Jats up. Let me get the poll down. In that poll, what the hell? Nightbot still ain't got them interacting. Let's see. We got up next. Hold up, shit, man. I can't even goddamn. I can't even do my polls right. Uh, uh, boom. There we go. Poll is up on YouTube. Like I said, if you want it, come to YouTube, get to the poll. On Facebook, come to YouTube, get to the poll. But next up, we got Logan Paul versus LA Knight. And I'm going with my boy LA Knight. You know what I mean? Because yeah, it's time for Logan Paul to take that belt off. It's time for Logan Paul to get rid of that belt so he can go do his goddamn podcast and he can do his show. I seen him on Mr. Beast show one time. Yeah, go chill with Mr. Beast and do your shows, do your podcast, and leave the belt to a real champion as a LA Knight. Yeah. What you got?
yeah, I'm gonna agree with this one. LA Knight. I mean, Logan Paul having the title is literally ludicrous. Honestly, it was never a need. Like there was no need for the United States title to ever be given to Logan Paul. The United States title is not helping him, and he's definitely not helping that title be anything other than a
Right.
stash away. It just felt like right now he's sort of making the United States title look like the 24/7 title, but you're trying to play keep away and run away. Yeah, so no.
Yeah, I'm sick of LA Knight with that title. Sick of it, sick of it. So yeah, man, LA Knight is hopefully he loses that title and get a new champion, LA Knight.
And with a new champion, hopefully we can get some newer people that are heel. Because personally, SmackDown got too much fucking faces.
Yeah. Yep. For one thing, that's definitely a fact. And they do need some more heels. And hopefully LA Knight bring it out of them through jealousy. Next match we got Leah Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the women's world. I don't know, man. I don't know what they call it. The undisputed women's title. I don't know. Shit.
No, it's the world title.
Okay, the women's world title, right?
Yeah.
So we got Leah Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. And I'm going with Leah Morgan with some shenanigans being pulled. Either Dom accidentally help her win, or Finn Balor pull out a shenanigan to help Leah Morgan win and get rid of kicks Rhea Ripley out of Judgment Day. So I'm going with something like that happening, or some type of shenanigan happen, and Leah Morgan picks up the win, which caused the split of Judgment Day going from there. Wilder, what you got for me on that one?
I agree with Liv winning because she does need it, and hopefully she gets an emphatic win or a decency of a win. Now, as far as the Judgment Day splitting, I would say no. It won't split right then and there. There has to be something, because I think whatever happens, neither if it's Dominic playing a role within Liv winning, however, that is just the start where the ugliness comes into play. Right? Because, of course, you already know how this is, right?
Yeah.
Rhea's already showed her hands that she pretty much is inferior and angry at the fact that Liv has her title. It's the main thing she only really cares about. And the only one, noticeably, if you think about it, the only one she really talked to as far as ever since she's been back has only been Damian Priest. So pretty much, when you really look at it, it's like she's excombating everybody else. She's shaming Carlito being part of the group because he shouldn't even be there. Funny enough, to her extension, and it's just like there's no camaraderie amongst the team. It's like, all right, screw it. So eventually, it's gonna start. It will be the start where the teams start picking sides into this whole thing, and then eventually that's where the split comes in play. But I think the split is happening on certain terms because now this is all very dependable. I don't think so. Finn Balor's going to be the one to come out and do anything because there hasn't been nothing severely said from Rhea to Finn, so it doesn't make sense for Finn Balor to come into play just yet. It don't make no sense. I think he could come in the lather of it all because, of course, there's already been a connection between him and Liv already. But as far as coming in the lather, that's one thing. But as far as just the starter plug, I think it's definitely going to be Dominic. It just has to be because he's in the middle of this three-way love fest three-way, tool fest, to be honest with you. That's what it should be, a tool fest, because you should pretty much tour at this point. Yeah, so we're going to figure it out. But right now, this is where it stands.
All right, but Leah takes the win.
Yep.
Next matchup, we got Gunther versus Damian Priest for the World Championship. And I'm still going with Damian Priest retaining through some maybe Finn helps him win it, maybe not. Maybe somebody from Judgment Day helps him win it. Maybe not. But I got Damian Priest winning, maybe a DQ, maybe, you know what I'm saying, a count out. In some type of way, Damian Priest is going to give Gunther a rematch at Bash at Berlin, and that's where he drops the title. But Damian Priest wins at SummerSlam. So what you got for me, Wally?
So as far as Gunther Price and Damian Priest, you know what? Automatically, I would have just chose Damian Priest because how they're selling this whole this story so far, and of course some further context of certain things that WWE has allowed Gunther to say on television, which
Right.
spiked up a whole lot of fiascos of bitterness and angry stances, but nonetheless. But honestly, I won't be surprised because the way how they did last Monday Night Raw, I won't be surprised if Gunther magically wins this in a twist. The only reason
Mm.
why I say this is because if you remember on Monday Night Raw, it was Gunther versus Finn Balor. And
Right.
pretty much Gunther embarrassed Finn Balor completely.
Right.
In the spite of this, right? Pretty much putting him to sleep, all that other shit and everything else. So in a lot of ways, Finn could have probably said he came out there to help Damian Priest because Gunther embarrassed him, which could have set up the okie doke where Gunther catch Damian Priest on the slip up.
Mm.
In the midst of that, of course, it becomes a bitter hatred. It becomes an understanding of hatred between Finn and Damian Priest because they're not on the same track. Where of course, I think this is going to be also the added punch to the face that is going to really get the Judgment Day split be happening. Because I think this mostly starts right here, in my opinion. Because I don't think it
Okay.
really starts from Rhea that much. I think it really starts from Finn and Damian Priest because
Mm.
because you got to think about it. There's no one really in Judgment Day that's going to look at Rhea and then that's a battle or anything. That's just whatever. Anyone
Right.
like you just get kicked out. That's it. And some people be like, "Oh, I don't like that idea," whatever. But this, on the other hand, this is a match. Like this is a complete match. Like I think you can convert this into a match because one thing is for sure. Let's say okay, right? Because they go to SummerSlam, Damian Priest loses, Gunther wins. Let's say they do Clash at Berlin, right? And they do the rematch.
Right.
They do the rematch. Finn Balor, I think somewhere if they play their cards right, somewhere in the timeline of this whole beef, you start seeing Finn being more distant from the whole group. Not
Mm.
because, he's thinking about leaving it, but more so he's planning on taking over. Right? Oh no, yeah.
Right.
I think at this point he looks to take it over. And one of the many ordeals is he starts to make these shady meetings outside of the Judgment Day camp and start talking to everybody else on the outside looking in and keeping everything on the DL, which helps
Mm.
him out because he's just going to start bringing everyone to a closer thing. Because let's be very honest. If you really look at the Judgment Day and a lot of the issues that they've been going through, Finn, JD McDonough, Carlito, all of them been doing grunt work for the Judgment Day, but for what reasons? Like all these grunt works dealing with Braun Strowman and everything else. This is all because of who? Not really because of them. They would have moved on from that. I think it's more so because the simple fact that the calls and the shots were made by who? Damian Priest. You send them over to go handle that, and it's like, oh, but when you want to go deal with it, then you go deal with it. Why you waste our time to go deal with it then? So so in a lot of ways, the way I can see it is if Finn can flip the switch, get Carlito, JD on the same team, as well as Dominic to trade sides, but knowing that they're gonna have to welcome Liv because that will be this. Because think about it, it's a two-piecer. You welcome Liv, saying goodbye to Rhea because
Mm.
Rhea's gonna choose to stand by Damien, but at the
Right.
same time, it's also gonna be that pulse where you're gonna have to look at it and be like, it's Finn Balor versus Damian Priest for the leadership of the team. And once that is all set in motion and commenced, that's where that's going to just be in place of just shoving it down his throat. Because I think more so than anything else, Finn will more likely get involved at Clash in Berlin. He'll fully get involved. I won't be surprised if it's not just him, but it's also other parts of the Judgment Day, right? As far as a complete turnaround and a complete takeover and turnover of the whole team, and then it moves on from there where Damon Priest is now solo. He's completely face. They gave him the green lit. They gave him the green light on turning him completely face. And then Finn Balor, he starts to get into that more of that dominant image that we once used to see, and he starts taking up a lot more and starts getting amped up like he used to. So
I can see
I
that.
I think that's just where it can go from
there. I can see that. Especially if Priest lose the title. Finn will try to prove dominance over the group.
Right. But either which way.
This should be the start. Yeah, this should be the start of it.
Yeah. But either which way, I mean, I really don't have a pick for this one because really I'm up in the air because I've heard too much things about this one simply because of the things Gunther said. So it's like, oh no, he ain't win the title. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Damn.
So I'm like, you know what? For me, this is just up in the air for me, but I do have Gunther.
Okay. You got Gunther on that one. And I got Priest. So let's go to the next one. The match everybody waiting for. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Now, this is going to be pretty simple because Drew McIntyre should win it, which I'm going with Drew. So they can, Seth Rollins may do something that costs CM Punk the match, may try to super kick Drew and end up super kicking CM Punk. Then Drew hit him with the Claymore. Then it's 1, 2, 3. Something like that happens so we can get back into the Seth Rollins versus CM Punk storyline. And that's my take on that. What you got for me?
Wait, so who you got winning?
Oh, Drew McIntyre.
Oh, so you got Drew winning the grudge match. Okay.
Yeah. They can go ahead and get the Seth Rollins versus CM Punk storyline back going that they dropped the ball on earlier this year.
Interesting. Okay, well, I mean, can I see Drew win? Yeah. I mean, one thing's for sure is Seth is gonna impose himself and his will in these matches. He's gonna throw some punches, throw some kicks at CM Punk, at Drew, across the board. I think how this match ends though is for sure that definitely Seth Rollins is going to punk too much of his weight around to the point that Drew and CM Punk are sick and tired of him as being the referee, knowing that the match could have been ended or at least could have been close to being ended, and they're getting sick and tired of his games, and eventually neither the Claymore or neither the go to sleep is going to connect to his head, and another referee comes in there and starts making the count. And once that does, I think that's where, after the match, I think there's a bunch of sneaky curve stomps coming right after. But who do I have winning? I think for sure for where the story is right now, I have CM Punk winning. I got CM Punk winning this match. After that set in stone, then you can definitely get CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. I think Drew, where he goes from here, if he loses, pretty much he just goes sort of in the drawing board stage. I think he just not too far back, but just close enough. I think he still toils with CM Punk in some form of facets, depending on how much he can up until the meantime. The reason why is because no matter what, all three of these guys are going to be close range for the title. So it's really just much more of what do you want to see next? I mean, I think you definitely see CM Punk versus Seth soon enough, but I think more so than not, I think at this point, Drew becomes the meddling child in the affairs of this ongoing triangle between these three, because it's a never-ending cycle until like we hits like maybe Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber type stuff. Then it's like, okay, simmer that down. Let's focus on the bigger picture.
Damn. I think what if all three of these guys be in the elimination chamber? That shit would be crazy too.
Hey, that's the thing.
Damn. Yep. So that brings us to the last final match. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. Which of course, Cody's. I got Cody for the win. I don't see Solo winning. I got Cody being being an underdog in this situation because he's going against the bloodline by himself, or maybe surprise in return from KO and Randy Orton, and they help him out. I don't got Roman Reigns helping Cody win. That wouldn't make sense. You know, him helping him win. Not unless his music just hit. And that just throws Solo off and he gets pinned real quick. But I still see like Roman Reigns coming out at the end of the show. It'll make more sense if he come out after Cody wins. If he shows up or The Rock comes out, somebody coming back. The Rock, Roman, Jimmy, somebody coming back, right? And if Jimmy come back Friday, no, about what's that?
Oh no, I'm about to go. But no, you ain't finished. Go ahead.
Oh, now I'm gonna say if Jimmy comes back Friday, for sure Roman showing up Saturday. But somebody coming back. I don't know who, but somebody gonna show their face. But go ahead, Wiley.
Right. So first thing first, who do I got winning? Oh man. Honestly, let's just be honest. There is nothing Solo hasn't done, sadly, in his time in the main roster of SmackDown that shows he can ever defeat Cody one-on-one efficiently.
Right.
And knowing how the storyline's going, I ain't gonna be surprised if SmackDown comes and our general manager would tell him that Solo, your bloodline goons are they need to make sure the bloodline goons are far away from the ring as much as possible, meaning they can't be in the corner, which means they can't help. Which, that doesn't help Solo at all because now it's just truly one-on-one and he's by himself. The biggest ordeal, though, as far as a lot of people are thinking about, is the return of, if it's going to be Jimmy, if it's going to be Roman, will it be someone else? As far as how this plays out, people are wondering a lot of things. Now, first things first, for those that don't know, The Rock is done filming, so he's coming back soon for sure. He's going to be cleared to come back soon, so
yes,
just know that story is coming into play very soon. So, yeah, Solo ain't winning because we all know The Rock has a number on Cody, and two,
right,
based on story and how Cody just inserted himself and took The Rock's moment to face Roman Reigns one-on-one for the title, or for the Roman, for the Samoan head of the table. So
right.
he's coming to snatch that title away from him. So I don't think so. Solo wins. If he does, then that all depends on Solo's true purpose. And I think a lot of people that is interactive with the story so far is Solo's true purpose of winning that title was really just getting the title back to the bloodline, but for quote unquote the real tribal chief in this picture, and that is The Rock. Solo will hand over that title to him in his hands right after he wins it, if he wins it.
Wow.
Major plot twist,
wow.
But don't be surprised, because let's be honest here. I'm telling you right now. I wouldn't be surprised, because let's be honest. The way they got Solo moving and grooving right now, it is just not a lot of good effort. They made him look like a bee, basically shitting himself in a corner one day, in one of those matches until Jacob came around and started dropping bodies on all of them. So for me, I'm like, that's not what I like to see from Solo. I don't like to see him cower like a chicken or a bee. Like, no. I like him to see him stand tall and keep on fighting until there's nothing left, which y'all didn't do. So that tells me you ain't the head lead of this whole organization. You're just the poster boy for the head lead of the organization. But reality is, it's The Rock. And you've been awarded, tribal heir, which awards you to be tribal chief at this point in time because there's no one present. But the real tribal chief will come and appear when all things are set in motion. So if Solo wins, I do expect The Rock to come out and magically ask for that title in hand. And I think that's what Solo will more likely do. Unless there's some magical flip side. Because, of course, as we said before, right? What if, based upon certain stories like Sula is champion in another organization, he may not be coming no time soon. So then what happens? This may be where, surprisingly enough, The Rock and Roman team up together, and then it's the Uso brothers. Well, then that means that Jacob is not switching sides because it's a 4-on-4. There's no point of switching sides at this point, and et cetera, et cetera. So you can just look at it from there. So that's just one of the many options, right? But let's look at it from the flip side. Let's say Cody wins, which more likely so. Like I said, there's nothing emphatic Solo has done so far to really get over Cody, other than simple mind games of trickery and all that stuff, which doesn't change nothing too much overall. But if this plays out the way it does, where Solo loses to Cody, how does this look? Well, hopefully enough, they do show Solo is dominant at least in SummerSlam, because one, this is a big pay-per-view. You don't want to make Solo look like he's garbage and being fed to the dogs.
Right.
So you ain't gonna do that. I pray they don't do that. Because that would make no sense. After that, the only best other option from there is, like you said before, right? Roman's music comes out. Now, granted, I know you said it would have made no sense for Roman to help Cody win over Solo, but it does, because remember, Roman's becoming a face. So he wants Cody to still win, because why? Because one, he wants Cody to still have the title so he can regain that title back from him. And two, he don't want Solo to win it because he's not going to be head of the table not too long. So, so those many plays come into play. Now, as far as for Jimmy, how does Jimmy fit in all this? I think Jimmy will make a return. I don't think so he'll make a return in SummerSlam. If he does, then that means there's something with Roman, and Roman just couldn't make it for whatever reasons of health issues or just some stuff that's going on that's maybe keeping him away right now, where he just got to focus on that right now more than ever. And they let Jimmy take the rent. Oh, shit. My headphones off. Hold on. Yeah, but pretty much they let Jimmy. Hold up. But yeah, but pretty much they let Jimmy do what they got to do, right?
Right.
And make sure that all the things get well pictured out and all that stuff, so everything is nice and breezy. So if anything, if not SmackDown, SummerSlam, whatever, which one, I don't see no difference if it's SmackDown or if it's well, personally, I don't want him to come SmackDown. I think if you make it come SmackDown, then they make it too easy. That's too much of a quick one. I think better he comes Survivor Series. Survivor Series. Oh, I'm so sorry. SummerSlam. I think he's best to come in SummerSlam. Come out like he did against his brother in that jacket. I think bring him in some new fresh gear too. Like give him some new fresh gear. You feel me? Give him some engine gear. Some Samoan type gear, and really just whack Solo with one nice kick. Neither if it's because, whatever the situation is. I don't know if the bloodline comes in and makes a messy play, however it is. But no. It more likely if the bloodline's caked out from ringside, then it's just bad timing on the referee not paying attention. Then he comes in, hit that super kick. He probably picks up the referee. The referee's been rolled outside. The referee goes inside. Cody already got Solo right there in the pin. He 1, 2, 3, and then right then and behold, lo and behold, so Jimmy shows himself, unmasking himself as the culprit that came. And the next thing you know, you start seeing the Samoan, you start seeing the Bloodline Mafia come out, and he dips.
Yeah, man.
Now, I will say, if that does make a move, I think what they're doing is at this point, if they go that route, I think the reason why they're going to go that route is because they're going to make it a little bit. They're going to give Jimmy some love, and they're going to give Jimmy some time to get some of the spotlight within this whole bloodline story. Because I've been hearing some commentary that there's a possibility that Jimmy with the Street Profits may team up to go against Solo. If that's true, well, hey, we're gonna see we're gonna see what brother is meant for leadership, and we're gonna see what other brother is meant for being a stuntman.
Oh shit!
So yeah,
damn, that's all right right there. Summer Slam right around the corner, people. You know what I'm saying? We almost there. We're a couple days from it. We will have an after-hour watch party, which will be late on my end because I get off late, so it'll be late. You know what I'm saying? I just recommend no spoilers, and that's it, pretty much. But new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. You're new to the channel. I'm telling you right now.
But I am telling you right now.
Hit that subscribe button. And yes, sir, make sure you push the goddamn like button.
Push the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna go back through it real quick. Just do a rundown on it. Before I start my NXT breakdown. So the first match we did was Sami Zayn versus Brian Breaker. I went with Sammy. I went with Brian Breaker. Wiley went with Brian Breaker. Hassan, welcome to the panel.
What up, guys?
You want to get a piece of this shit?
What up, Bally? What up, main event?
Chilling.
Yeah. So whatever. I think you're right. Brown Breaker is definitely gonna win that one because the only reason for me, I don't know if you guys talked about it or not. Probably you did. Because he's new and there's no way in hell WWE is gonna make him lose But again, he has been losing, right? So
he lost the first match.
Yeah, so that's not good. But I think they're gonna make it up to him. So I think we're gonna have a new Intercontinental champion.
He actually had a good reason why he lost the match because he was saying that he was playing Sami Zayn like a little clown, and he played him weak, and he didn't come in there as strong as he should have came, and that was his reason. So it's okay. It's an okay reason, but goddamn, still sound like excuses. But I guess it's a good enough reason.
But at the same time, real quick, if Sami Zayn wins, I'll say the only reason for that, they're trying to keep the momentum because Sami Zayn's people still cheering for him, and they don't want to ruin that.
The only reason that he would win, the only reason.
And then the next one we did was Bayley versus Nia Jax, which I went with Nia Jax and Wally went with Bayley. What you think about that, Hassan?
Oh, that one's a hard one. Because Bayley just won at WrestleMania, and Nia Jax just made her big return. It sucks to say, but I think Nia Jax's gonna win because she got connections and the way they've been booking her, and I think they're gonna give her the title because she just made the big return, and she's because The Rock is in the board of directors. Other than that, I really don't want her to win. I prefer Bayley to keep it for a little longer. But I hope I'm wrong. But the way it looks like, I'm going for Nia for this one.
Man, now
For that
Jack
reason.
deserved she deserved the title right now because she's been in a lot of championship matches and they've been avoiding giving her the title. It's her time right now.
Yeah. I just realized there's like 6 championship matches and one
Yeah.
without two.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. So the next matchup was Logan Paul versus LA Knight, which me and Wiley went with LA Knight because we tired of Logan Paul shit. We tired. We tired of him. What's wrong with it? He holding it. He keep
Yeah,
holding it.
that one, yeah, I have to agree with you guys. LA Knight has to win. He has to get it,
Yes,
because
sir. Yes,
they've
sir.
been building him up. People like him. And Logan Paul's like a part timer. Yeah, it was a nice run while it lasted, but it's time to give it to the guy who's been being on the show every day.
Right, working
So
his ass off.
yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. LA Knight.
Then the next one we had Lil Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, which I went with Lil Morgan. Why who you went with? You went with Lil too, right?
Yep.
Okay, Lil Morgan. Who you got, Hassan?
Damn. Another hard one. This was like 50-50 because we just saw the return of Rhea and she's in a big storyline. Or they want to continue this Dominic and Liv Morgan story with Liv being the champ. But I think Rhea's a bigger star than Liv. I think they're gonna give it back to Rhea. I'm going for Rhea for this one.
Oh, here we go. Another sorry title run.
Oh man, damn.
No, because think about it. She just returned and she was a dominant champion in their eyes, right? And to the WWE creative, Rhea's a bigger star than Liv Morgan.
She might be a bigger star, but you know how this all works. It's all about the story. We stand on story.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you got a good point.
So what you got about the Gunther versus Damian Priest, which Wiley went with Gunther. I went with Damian Priest. Hassan break the ice.
Yeah, I gotta agree with I gotta go with Gunther on that one because for one reason, I always thought Damian Priest is like a temporary champion. They just give him the belt. Gunther, think about it. He held the Intercontinental for a long time. They built him up well. They have to. There's no way in hell that they're gonna miss this opportunity. And when he won, and he became king of the ring. So Gunther is the man. Unless they do a swerve and I can see that happening too. But
I did go with Gunther, but I was like, well, they may let Gunther win it in his hometown, Bash at Berlin, and he win it there. So that's what made me go with Damian Priest, really, because I think they wanted him to win it in his hometown.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Or he can go in as a champion.
Yep, he can go in as a champ too.
And then
but I think if he goes in as a champ, he loses. So
no. I think he can win because Damien can get his rematch at Bash at Berlin. Or you can be right. I forgot about the event.
Hold on, when is Bad Blood? After Bash in Berlin?
No, that's in October, Bad Blood.
So that's before Bash in Berlin?
Yeah, because Bash in Berlin, that's August 31st. That's literally like the same month as SummerSlam.
Okay, so if Gunther, it can, that's like this is really a 50-50 because Gunther could win it, Then Damian Priest have Bad Blood with Finn, and they going to Bad Blood facing each other.
Yeah, but Bad Blood's in October though. That's another 2 months.
Okay, so Bash and Berlin is before Bad Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Bash in Berlin is
Okay,
on the
okay, okay,
31st.
okay. They give it time to burn. Then, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. I'm gonna stick with Damian Priest.
Literally, Bash and Burn is at 1 month from today, August 31st.
Okay,
Yeah,
damn.
SummerSlam is August 3rd.
Mm.
So, hey, main event, you could be right. Damian Priest can win this, and Gunter requests a rematch, and he wins. Yeah, this one's a hard one. But I'll go with my gut. I think Gunter's going to get it at Summers because SummerSlam is a bigger event, and he's going to go.
Right.
And Damian Priest is going to get a rematch at Bash at Berlin.
And that's
So, yeah.
that's when Judgment Day really fall off.
Yeah, but yeah.
Mm. So let's go with Drew versus CM Punk, which I went with Drew. Wiley went with CM Punk.
Yeah, it has to be Punk. Think about it. I heard because he's supposed to win the Royal Rumble. He got injured. Well, we talked about it could be fake injury. He missed WrestleMania. He took time off. He really has done nothing since he came back at Survivor Series. Just decent promos here and there. He has to win. There's no way in hell they're gonna make CM Punk lose or Punk losing at SummerSlam.
I can see that too. Damn, that mean if CM Punk win, right? That means Drew gonna be on another goddamn tyrant fucking rant talking about he got screwed again, pulling his fucking hair out his head.
Duh. And plus, you forget one other key component. Drew has CM Punk's bracelet. Another reason he's gonna win.
And they can have their rematch at Bash at the Beach, which Drew wins that one, and the final one at Bad Blood, the third.
That.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna win the second one.
Y'all make me think about that one though.
He might because they might do a rubber match out of this. But the reason why I say they won't beat back. Well, no, actually, now that I think about it, no, they won't do this. I think because you thought I don't know if you remember, but Seth Rollins is also the special guest referee. So the way I look at this, I think CM Punk wins this. Bash in Berlin, that's all dependable on how they want to move on with the story. But Bad Blood, I think they're gonna start moving towards CM Punk and Seth Rollins at that point.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point, Wally. And then Drew can face Gunther at Bad Blood for the title.
No.
Nah,
he's been losing. What world will he get the title?
Well, he can win like a.
Last time I checked, Gunther's beating this man how much times? No.
I think he beat him like 3 times.
All right, then who you think if Gunther wins at SummerSlam, who you think he should face at Bad Blood then? This first big up because we know if we're right, Bash Berlin is going to be Damian Priest the rematch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, maybe Bash at Berlin, Finn Balor screws over Damian Priest, and that can lead to
you
Bad
said
Blood.
that because I said that right before you came.
Right,
really?
right. Yeah. We were saying Finn Balor gonna screw him at SummerSlam or after SummerSlam. It's gonna be one or two that start the Judgment Day breakup.
So Survivors. Damn. So the only thing September has is No Mercy, September 1st, which NXT. Bad Blood is gonna be October 5th. Damn. Then Halloween Havoc, October 27th, which NXT. Crown Jewel, November 2nd. Then Survivor Series, which they don't have a date for. And then they have nothing for December. So I'm guessing December, no pay-per-view.
Yeah, Survivor Series usually happen at the end of November.
Yeah.
And December is really for everybody for family time. They start shooting shows. early pre-recorded shows. So yeah, that's they time off the chill. That's the
So,
new
yeah.
thing.
So I'm guessing they having big plans for Bad Blood because this is the what, the fourth Bad Blood? Yeah, fourth Bad Blood. So
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hot. So CM Punk for that one, I can see CM Punk winning it because he got to get his bracelet back. You're right about that. Um, Cody versus Solo, which is we went
that
with
one's hot.
Cody. We went with Cody, but we did break down a lot of scenarios to it. Well, Wiley had some good storylines for it, and but all in the end, Cody wins.
Yeah, and I have to agree with that for one reason because they build up Cody for a whole year, finish my story, blah blah blah. And I think Cody run's been boring anyway, for me at least. But
You're speaking to the
Everybody,
choir. You're speaking to the goddamn choir.
yeah, because like damn, we waited a whole year for what? Literally nothing. Like, okay, you won. Now my gut feeling, like when he first won, oh, he's gonna keep it for a year, a whole year till next year WrestleMania. Unless it's a major twist because
That wasn't
Solo
gonna happen.
may yeah, because Solo's been on a decent run with the new bloodline, like refresh this whole new bloodline
Bloodline
going on.
Mafia, baby.
So
Bloodline Mafia.
so they might there's a possibility Mr. Solo might win at SummerSlam.
What?
There's a possibility. There's a possibility.
Yeah, Wiley said that too, but he said if Solo wins it, he's gonna hand the title over to The Rock.
Or maybe he'll turn on the Raw. He make like remember
No,
when
no, 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 no,
Well,
because The Rock got to finish his story with Cody. Remember?
yeah,
right.
and then
I did throw that in there, but that would make no fucking sense. So think about it. You're gonna have The Rock and Roman plus the Usos are all on the same team versus the new blood of the bloodline. I mean, come on, that's a little bit too much at this point.
Yeah, because The Rock pretty much over the new bloodline. He just been in the shadows.
wait. So let's say Solo wins or Cody wins. So you're telling me the WrestleMania is gonna be Rock and Cody?
Now The Rock's supposed to face Cody at some point. WrestleMania is supposed to be The Rock
Rock
versus Roman.
Roman. Well, the only place I can think of at some point either Royal Rumble or Elimination because Elimination Chamber because Elimination Chamber is starting to get a big name, you know. So let's say Solo wins, right? He gets a title run. He keeps it what till November, December, or maybe to the Royal
He's not
Rumble.
keeping it at all. Remember what I said? He's gonna give it to The Rock.
Yeah,
If
if
he
he
if he
wins,
wins it and this
I can see
in
that.
this right no. So look, if he wins and he gives the title away like it is planned, quote unquote, like it's planned,
Yeah.
then what will happen is it's gonna be played out the way it's gonna be played out. He's gonna have that title. Once he has the title, I think more so than not, The Rock is gonna come out. He's gonna get the title over to him, which basically shows his bloodline loyalty is towards The Rock more than is towards Roman at this point, as far as just seeing things over and everything else. Because let's be honest, we've seen Solo be interested in the idea of being tribal chief, but in my honest opinion, I don't think so. This is Solo's idea of being tribal chief the way he's doing it right now, in my honest opinion. Because like I said before, my idea of him being tribal chief was taking the bloodline or the newest bloodline whole thing, taking that to NXT and then run up his own ship. That's my idea of the bloodline, of his bloodline story. Not this. This is all more so, again, still Roman Reigns, The Rock type storyline. So he's right now acting as the tribal chief until, quote unquote, his real tribal chief comes in through. Other than that, he's just the tribal heir. But he's been playing a good role. Because think about it. All these roles that Solo's been doing so far, he's given everyone else the strings and the pulls to do everything else. He's given Tama Tonga the reins to go for the King of the Ring, knowing that should have been Solo. It should have been Solo, but it wasn't. Why not? You pick the dots for me. Because I'm telling you right now, because he's just not making those types of moves like that. But he's making those moves where it's keeping it nice and abrupt. But he still got to where he wanted to be, which is facing Cody. So the only real, substantiation to this whole story is, I think, like I said before, Solo wins it. He hands it. The Rock comes out of nowhere. He hands the belt over to the Rock. The Rock stands over Cody's monkey behind, and it's a bunch of ha-has and he-he's at this point in time. And then somewhere down the string, because on a technicality, Solo is technically still, it may be a technicality of him defending the belt and giving away to, defending it back maybe at Bash in Berlin against Cody. It's a two or dab, one way or another. But somewhere on that mix is going to happen somewhere along those tides. I think Roman and Solo going against each other may be more of a bad blood thing around October. Maybe if he don't come yet, then that's going to be him and Jimmy. I think it'll more be Jimmy because it makes sense for him. It makes sense for Solo and Jimmy to go at each other because Jimmy wanted to be the tribal chief. He wanted to be the tribal heir. He wanted the role, but got passed up. And it's going to make more sense for him to lose against Solo because, of course, at this point, it's just more of bragging rights for Solo to say, I'm the brother that is the one that's next up. You're just a soldier. And Jimmy's going to have to just face that. He's just a soldier. When it comes
you make good points, and that could be a great story. But the problem I have, if Solo wins, damn, you just hand it over to The Rock. It feels like WCW in 2000 is giving up the title because now Cody's story means nothing.
Let's be real here. I'm sorry to say, to burst anyone's bubble, but Cody's story always, and I mean always, never meant nothing. I'm sorry to say this, but let's be real. I'm being dead ass serious. Let's be real about one thing here. Cody's story would only matter. Keyword would only matter.
Yeah.
If he was traded over to Raw, you took the Judgment Day with Damian Priest over to SmackDown, it would make more sense. The only difference is Damian Priest stays a heel once winning the title because he was a heel before, after the whole trade, and he smoothly cursed over being a face after the fact. But if you trade over Cody to Raw, where he was a face, and there's more heels on Raw than there is SmackDown, literally more heels on Raw than there is more SmackDown. Yeah. You pretty much got enough pull for Cody to be like, okay, this could be an interesting story. Same thing with Damian Priest. You got enough faces, stay heel, keep running shit, whatever. The only difference is I think Finn Balor and the rest of them just turn face. Well, not all of them, some of them. Because you ain't going to change Carlito back to being a face after you just change him being a heel. Which is another reason why this story between the two groups this is why I think more so than not, Damian Priest's story has been very well received, way more than Cody has. And 3, most importantly, Cody should have never been doing it like a face in the first place, winning the title. He should have did it winning it. He should have won it like a heel. He should have had that animosity. He should have had that hatred in his heart. He should have had all of that for the crap that WWE has done to his father, making him do all these things, all these roles, and to never give him the world title. And now he's going to rectify that by being the one to do it and completing that story. He should have took on the heel role and been that guy. He stayed in this moniker of being a face and a hero. How the hell do you call yourself the American Nightmare, but you've been over here looking like the American hero? Again, Cody destroyed his own story. Ergo, which is why his title reign sucks complete ass. Ergo, why you hear everyone out there talking about Cody becoming a heel because he sucks as a face. Thanks to where SmackDown is, and no one ain't doing nothing about it because they be doing these soft pull turnarounds of heel turns and everything else. Who the hell was gonna believe Logan Paul was gonna be a matchup for him, even though Logan Paul was a heel? That made no damn sense in the world. A guy that barely wrestles, and he has more experience than Cody does, and yet he's gonna win. Get the out of here.
Well,
not a chance.
Tommy says this SummerSlam match is setting up something big about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. The way they're setting it up, like they're playing it. Tommy Dreamer, by the way, said this.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us believe they're setting up a lot of things, but again, I look at this as much as a grudge match. How far does this go, honestly?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, CM Punk got so much bloodshed for everybody these days because everyone feels some type of way about him. Congratulations. Get in line.
Yeah, you're right. Damn. But I just hate the idea that Bash at Berlin is August 3rd. They should at least just put it like September, like 10th or something. At least that way we have a pay-per-view for September. Because only NXT has the...
I mean, it is what it is. But notice one thing. But that's why I always say you got to pay attention to you always got to pay attention to what they have and then what are the significance. Notice, like you said before, right? September, there is no WWE main roster pay-per-view. After NXT No Mercy of September, there's no pay-per-views. So what that tells you, that's a whole lot of amped up aggression, amped up rage, amped up, everything else you can think of, and then you lead it up to Bad Blood. I'm not surprised. Again, you got, how they say in business, you got to follow the money. In this case, follow the story. That's just what we're doing.
Because September is like the No Mercy, literally September 1st. That's the day after Bash of Berlin, Bad Blood, September 5th, and Halloween Havoc, the 20th. And of course, November has the Crown Jewel, November 2nd. So literally December, as of right now, they have nothing not for NXT or the main roster.
Pretty much.
But yeah, back to the SummerSlam. It's going to be an interesting night. So I really want Solo to win because how things are going, but just to give him the title like that, yeah, that's like what. I'm not feeling that, but we'll see. It's like
it's the only common sense that makes sense at this point. I mean, if from a standpoint of Solo, because I ain't gonna lie to you, like it just makes more sense at this point. Because think about it. Okay, let's say hypothetically, Solo. Okay, let's say this hypothetically, Solo wins the title, but that means Roman is nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found. It's only Jimmy. Jimmy pops up. Okay. Then let's change gears. Jimmy pops up, Solo wins let's say this. Solo wins SummerSlam. He's our world champion right now, right? Let's look at it, right? SummerSlam, Solo becomes the new, world champion, possibly, right? Jimmy is somewhere in the midst where he comes out and he super kicks Solo and he starts banging up on him and then reveals himself as the culprit that was putting hands on him, right?
Right.
Okay, next one is Bash in Berlin. Now, that can be two things. Neither they're more likely going to do Cody Rhodes versus Solo again in a rematch. Now, the thing is, if this happens, that means Solo loses that Bash in Berlin to Cody. Why? Because somewhere along the mist, Jimmy comes in and interrupts, which then screws over Solo, and Solo loses. Okay, cool. And then it's going to be Solo versus Jimmy in Bad Blood in that, ultimately in that bloodline story of, just building it up. And okay, from there, boom, right then and there. I think after Bad Blood, somewhere in the midst of that, eventually Roman comes back. They have a, Bloodline versus Bloodline Mafia at SummerSlam. Run the
That's
course
Survivor
from there.
Series.
Yeah. So you can run the course like that. That ain't no problem. I'm just saying it all really depends on how you want to sell it at this point. It all really depends. So that's what I'm saying. It all depends on a lot of the variables that gets to play in this game. So let's be honest. If Roman don't come back, then there's no point for The Rock. And you say let's let Jimmy have some shine. Okay, throwing Jimmy in there. Let Solo have his grind too, and let's throw in Jimmy. Jimmy's gonna try to prove to Solo that he deserves to be the tribal chief, or at least the tribal heir, whatever you want to call it at the point in time. Solo's gonna prove him you don't deserve this position at all, and then we go on from there.
Damn.
But
this gonna be very interesting. Like everybody tuning in. I know it's hashtag trending #1. You know what I'm saying? SummerSlam. Yeah. This shit's gonna. And I can't wait. So I don't need no spoilers. I know a whole day while I'm at work, I can't look at no social media. Or else,
boy, you do, boy. That's right. You hurt yourself.
Because the first thing that pops up when I go on Facebook is some wrestling. So I know I can't. I can't look at social media.
This SummerSlam is gonna be everywhere.
Right. I'm gonna try to post a video for these predictions as well on my other channel. So I'm definitely gonna throw something in there real quick. Cause boy, I can already see it now. There's some funny business gonna be going on this year.
And don't forget, Logan Paul is gonna be on it, and his brother. You know how they promote each other.
Yeah, he just need to lose. He just need to lose. I don't got time for
it. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna lose. He has to lose.
Tired of him. Tired of Logan Paul.
Because I ain't gonna lie, in a world where Logan Paul actually wins against LA Knight, man, they better change LA Knight to a heel. At that point, they may as well change him to a heel. Oh, hell no.
Real.
I can't see that. I can't see that. Oh, hell, please, Lord have mercy.
I can't see him win. I can't see Logan Paul winning unless they plan on letting him lose at the next one. But other than that,
pretty much,
he need to lose at ASAP. Really righteous. Because I'm tired of seeing the hold it.
Damn, I can't believe Logan Paul been champion since last November. I really thought he wanted this year.
Which is my whole point of why he needs to let it go.
It's like, damn.
Why they trying to let him run the whole year as U.S. champion and ain't defending it?
Well, that's my whole point. This is some bull. He's been on it for like what 200 plus days.
He been a U.S. champion going after the fucking. He been going after the fucking world title. You know what I'm saying? He been going after the heavyweight title, and he a fucking U.S. champion.
Yeah.
Come on. So he won't have to defend this shit. He go after another title. Come on, man. It's bullshit. Yep.
Well,
but other than that, did anybody catch NXT? Because I do got to break that down. I got to review that for the end of the show.
Yeah, I caught some wind of it.
So
I will say the championship match was solid. I did love the counters. Counters were lovely. I just didn't like the sneaky tactics of the bullcrap of winning. I think you already know how I feel about this. At the end of the day, I think she just need to. I know.
I really did. I really did enjoy the matches, but we're about to dive right into it. So, you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. You're new to the channel. I'm telling you right now.
But I am telling you right now.
Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to push the goddamn like button. Lights are free. Push the goddamn like button.
Push the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Hit the goddamn like button. We're about to dive in NXT Great American Bash Night 1, which kicked off with Jakira Jackson and Lash Legend versus Isla Dunn and Alba Fire defending their tag team titles finally. And it was a pretty decent match. Lash Legend and Jakira Jackson proved themselves to be a nice tag team, but that was overdone by Alba Fire and Isla Dunn, who took the win to retain the titles to go to SmackDown to face Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Well, I think they will lose that. We got Ethan Page coming out talking a little trash after that, and he got pinned by Aura Missing again, 1, 2, 3, without a match. So that's the third time. 3 strikes and you out. You know what I'm saying? But they will get their match next week at night 2 of Great American Bash. Cedric Alexander was caught talking in the back to some rookies. Sean Spears pulled up and they talked a little trash, and Jensen got into Cedric's face and challenged him in a match. Then we got a great, and should I say it was great? It was wonderful that Pete Dunne got his video promo explaining why he is the way he is. He said Sheamus ended up just disappearing. Ridge Highlands couldn't take the heat and left. Then his partner got injured. And from all the things that he went through as a kid to coming up to being a wrestler, and now it is what it is. And Pete Dunne is on fire right now. He will challenge Trick Williams next week at Great American Bash Night 2. I'm looking forward to that being a good match. And hopefully Trick Williams can look decent in this match, because Trick Williams is good, but he's just not him. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hype is up, but his in-ring action needs a little more spice, if you know what I mean. Pete Dunne is also
needs more electricity.
Yeah, he need a little bit more electricity, man. I mean, he's almost there, but it's hopefully Pete Dunne can bring it out of him, because Pete Dunne is gonna tear some of his ligaments up. You know what I'm saying? And then we get this bullshit ass heritage match. I don't like this heritage match. I told y'all I don't like this shit. We get this heritage cup match with Tavion Heights and the Dunn. In this match, the Dunn picks up the win, and I don't give a fuck about what happened in the match. Yeah, just like that. Then we get Cedric Alexander versus Brooks Jensen in a nice match until Brooks took himself out the equation. And finally, Cedric Alexander picks up a win in the last 2 years or so. God
yeah.
damn, shit, man. Like, finally Cedric Alexander gets a win, y'all. Finally. It look like they makes him look good. But let's go to the next segment, because this segment it made me think for a minute. Because we got Joe Hendry talking to some ladies in the back, right? And he says farewell while he goes to perform his show. Then we get Adonis, the motherfucking new pimp inside NXT. He got the ladies. I guess Adonis said, if I'm going to be losing matches and I'm going to be a low ball player, let me at least be a player. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, Adonis got the fucking women. You know what I'm saying? It should have been me. Huh? Yeah. It should have been me. Because Adonis is showing his ass off. He ain't even in a match, and he's showing out right now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to that fur coat too much though.
I mean, the fur coat, man. Did you see the first time when he walked to the back and he was like, "Oh, my back." They're like, "Oh, is you okay?" We're like, "Oh, take me to the doctor." And then they put their arms around it. And he looked at the camera and did the Michael Jackson. He winked his eye. You know what I'm saying? Smooth. My boy too smooth.
Yeah, he entertainment prop now. He entertainment props,
but he the next. What they call the pimp? I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, I know what you talking about. Oh shit. Hey, if he brings it to that level, that would be beautiful for his
man, bro. I don't think he's gonna get as spicy because it was rated R back then. I don't think he's gonna get spicy like
They
the
can get
the
away with it
Godfather.
all he had. Yeah, the God. Oh yeah, for sure. No, I think he could if they draft him to Raw. Oh hell yeah. Because guess what? Raw could be on NXT, you know, and not NXT. I mean, Raw could be
Oh
on
yeah,
Netflix.
yeah,
You
Raw.
know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, spice it up a little sign, little chicken dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Adonis is the new Godfather, the young Godfather. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be having
Pimping.
he's gonna be having the women. Oh man, I love that. I love that.
I just hope they don't have him looking like Pinky for Friday.
Yeah, he gonna stay in the fur coat now. He gonna stay in the fur coat and the damn what he have on last week. He had a goddamn a bathrobe on last week.
Exactly, that's that fur coat. That bathrobe fur coat. That ain't too much, dude.
Oh man, it's too hot for that, man. But
Okay, shit.
I guess he got to do something, and he found his niche. Let's just see where he go with it. You know what I'm saying? I like it.
I just hope he don't look like a budget cut reject of JTT. I mean, JTG. Or have mercy. I mean, I like JTT, but I just hope he don't have a similar career reference to him.
Right. Damn. Hopefully not. But then
not,
we get
able to walk away and then go somewhere else where he's actually received better. That's the only option.
Okay. All right, Hassan. You have a good one. And then Joe Hendry has his concert, which was interrupted by the Gaddis boys, and they beat him down, and they gave his ass the motherfucking guitar shot to the back. Puts him down. Later on, we get a talk with Joe Hendry, and he challenges Joe Coffey next week in a match.
Yeah,
After that,
go ahead. Okay,
go ahead.
Nah, I gotta say, this whole Joe Hendricks thing, I'm getting sick and tired of his behind.
I mean, yeah.
First they selling this, this Bo Dallas, Bo Leave-ish.
That's one thing. That's the first thing I noticed, and I hated that shit. Like, how you gonna take my boy old gimmick? Come on, man. And then turn it to some flip-floppy shit. Like, nigga, you'll never be Bo Leave. I can't believe in you because I believe in the YSS. You know what I mean? I believe in Uncle Howdy.
And the other reason why I don't like this is because, like, there was no reason for that gimmick of doing a concert. Like, now it's like, okay, you're just a reject, just touching on other rejects' work. You touch on Bo Dallas, Bo Leave. You're touching on what's the brother name that was here with the guitar? Elias. Now you're doing the concert like Elias in a sense. Like, okay, bro, no, just stay in TNA.
Right.
Do something over there. Like you wasting time. Like, no, I'm sorry.
The only reason they brought Joe Hendry to NXT is because of his social media props and the way he hit billboards.
And
I don't care. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
It's just stupid. Hey, be gone.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Get Joe Hendry out of here, man. Get him out of here, because I believe in Uncle Howdy and the Y6. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in no Joe Hendry. And we gonna say believe. You know what I'm saying? Because he came up with it and he was awesome in his role. And I like that believe. You know what I'm saying? I like Bo Dallas. That dude kept me cracking up. Like, he always had me fucking laughing.
I didn't like Bo Dallas' Bo Leave moment.
You didn't like it? Oh man, boy, that was my character, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm always I'm into the silly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sick of that. Like, I just don't like it. Like, it's one thing if you would have said, I will make you believe, and you're like, you're that hill instead of doing that cheery face. You're ready to go around. You're like the American hero. But no. Make them believe.
The thing
now,
about
if you made them believe, now I'd have been like, okay, now we talk. But no, you didn't make them Bo League. You just
See,
said
the thing about
Bo
Bo
League.
Dallas is he was in his role. He was in his character, and he was like excellent.
Bro,
He was
and
excellent doing his job. You know what I'm saying? And I, I'm a producer, so I always look at the acting. I look at the acting skills, the face expressions, how you perform, how you do your
yeah,
acting
I'm
skills,
not
how your
saying he
acting
didn't
skills
sold
are.
it. I'm not saying he didn't sold it. I just don't like it.
Yeah, that what made me like him. You know what I'm saying? Because I was shaking my head at first, and then once I
What
got
made
to
me like
seeing the
him is
character,
when
I
he
was like,
finally show that snap part. That was the one thing I was like, okay, yeah. Show me that snap part where you make people bold. That's what I want to see. Not this, oh, you're gonna do this fake smile and this fake grin, and you're gonna be like, believe. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. No, I ain't gonna buy that
they
cheesy
trash.
ass.
Yeah, they trashed my boy when they put him with Kurt Hennig, Curtis Outser. They trashed my boy, man. But yeah, they I ain't like that shit. That's when I didn't like it. Cause him and Curtis Outser, they was really doing like, remember that time they played Bray Wyatt and Brunson Strowman? I think that's who he played. They played the characters.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
were pretty much stunt soldiers for the Miz at the time. At that.
yeah, they were pretty much. Yep. But let's get on with the great American Bash, man. Because up next we had Kendall Gray, a rookie. She came out with Carly Bright, who's also a rookie. But they support each other. And Kendall Gray went up against Jada Parker. You know what I'm saying? She went Miss Parker. And I can say she looked decent in the match, but she got smashed up by Jada Parker. Your boy came, I think, who came out? The guy from New Catch Quarter came out and got slammed again. Yeah, I can't think of his name. Bourne? No, it ain't Eddie Bourne. No, it ain't Bourne. It's Riley. I think it's Riley. I don't know, man. Them motherfucker names so close. Okay, it is Bourne. It's Bourne, the Bourne guy. The other guy is Eddie Thorne. Then this guy is something Bourne. Then it's another guy that Alex Riley or some shit. Anyway, shit. He came out and caused a distraction, which caused Kendall Gray to lose the match. Theo Hale was talking to Ridge Holland backstage, and he said wins by any means. Then we get this awesome 6-women tag match with Jacy James, Jasmine Nitz, Fallon Henley versus Lola Vice, Carmen Petrovic, and Sol Ruka. And this tag match was awesome. I liked it. Like, they were pulling off hits, they were pulling off stunts. Nice move, perfect timing on things. It wasn't, I think they had like 1 or 2 botches, but it wasn't that bad of a look. And they capitalized on it to continue the match. And all in the end, Jacy James, Jasmine Nitz, Fallon Henley takes the win in this awesome 6-women tag match. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That, hey, they can have a 6-on-1 with me. You know what I'm saying? They can come to the main event. Yeah. Have a 6-on-1 with me, the guy. Yes. Then we get Axiom and Nathan Fraser talking. Mr. Stone pulled up with a contract for the MFK, if I'm saying it right. The Rascals, rather. MSK from the Rascals want to challenge for the titles. Axiom blindly signs the contract, knowing he got a speed match tomorrow. Nathan Fraser is upset. Like, you were just getting on me about this. Now you doing it. So this gonna drive a wedge between the two. And next week we'll see who takes the win between the Rascals versus Nathan Fraser and Axiom for the tag team titles of NXT. Then we get this crazy segment with Tatum Paxley and Kalani Jordan backstage. Tatum Paxley challenges Kalani while Wendy Chu looks on with the evil eyes. Evil Wendy Chu looks on with the evil eyes. Then we finally get to the main event with Thea Hale versus Roxanne Perez, and this match was better than I fucking expected. Like, I had real low expectations of this match, and it overseeded what I thought. And the match was actually good. These two women got in there like Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. They got in there just reversing submission moves, right? Damage each other's submission. Flip floppity, get to the ropes, roll out the ring, get back in there, fight some more submission. Reverse, 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 break out, fight some more submission. All the way up to the end where Roxanne hits the pop Roxy on Thea Hale for the 1, 2, 3. It takes the win in her victory to retain her title. Who's next for Roxanne Perez? Who next? That's what the question is after the match. Not where Thea Hale go, because Thea Hale is in a good spot. She looked good. She's still young in the game, and she put herself in a good position in this match. But who would be the next one to challenge Roxanne Perez? I almost thought Thea Hale was going to win it. I almost thought they were about to give it to her to make her the youngest NXT women
That's
champion.
what I'm trying to say. Like, literally, that's what I'm trying to say.
I was like, Thea Hale about to get it. She finna get it. She finna win this motherfucker by a motherfucking roll-up pin. You know what I'm saying? But Roxanne retained. You know, it was upsetting because I really was rooting for Thea in the end. After the match was midway in there, I got to rooting for Thea because the match was good. Therefore, it was good. And I was rooting for Thea. I was like, yes, they finna finally make her the youngest women NXT champion. But no, Roxanne has to pick up the win. Roxanne got to be the face of the company right now. I ain't mad. I ain't upset about it, though, you know.
I am.
But I was like, damn, give it to somebody to give her a chance. I mean, I wouldn't even mind if she lost it another month from now at the Halloween Havoc or something, you know. Which I can't wait. I can't wait for Halloween Havoc to see these costumes they come out with. Yeah. Cosplay.
The man said cosplay.
That's pretty much what it is. They're going to cosplay. Yeah, that was a good match, man. Great American Bash Night 1 was pretty good. It was decent, and I liked it. You know what I'm saying? For what it was, I liked it. Night 2, let's see can Night 2 outdo that. Let's see can Night 2 outdo Night 1. Because I think Night 2 got most of the men wrestling. Night 1 was mostly women. Let's see what Night 2 can do. But I don't believe in Joe Hendry. I believe he should lose that match, which I know they're going to pretty much put him over Joe Coffey.
I mean, it may as well. It's not like they ain't gonna do anything significant on TNA.
Who Oba Femi going against? I can't remember.
I don't even know. I don't think so. Oba Femi don't even have a match for that.
Oba Femi should have a match. I want to know who he defended to. Unless somebody call him out during the show.
Let me see.
Yeah, look that up real quick, Wilder, for me. You new to the channel? I'm telling you right now.
But I am telling you right now.
Hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Who that?
You talking about the tag team match?
Now I'm talking about Oba Femi.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, have you talked about it?
Yeah, that was the first match. The women's tag team titles.
Oh, damn. I didn't even listen to you mention that one.
Yeah, that was the first one. I ran through that real fast because that mainly was you know what I'm saying, just to give them something to do real quick, and also put Ethan Page in a position to get the 1-2-3 on his ass again. You know what I'm saying? That's all that shit was.
Well, shoot, for me, I just looking at that women's match, I ain't gonna lie, it looked like Lash Legend and her partner looked like they deserve those titles.
Yeah, I said they looked good together. Like as a team, they looked good. Isla Dunn and Alba Fire was the ones that really wasn't showcasing too much, and they got the titles. They wasn't even showcasing. They were just really selling moves, getting their ass whooped. And the only time they had the upper hand was at the beginning when they attacked them from the back. After that, it was pretty much Lash and Jakara most of the match. They just slipped up. You know what I'm saying? Lash Legend hurt her arm, and that was all they wrote. All that she wrote.
Right. Okay, so night 2, they got Kalina Jordan and
Tatum Paxley.
Yeah, Tatum Paxley for the single match for the NXT Women's North American Championship. They got Joe Coffey with his guys versus Joe Hendry. Yeah, Open Femi's not in this. He's not in this at all.
Damn. How the fuck that happened?
Hey,
So somebody might call him out.
Remember, Open Femi already faced the new challenger that they
He might
set
do
up.
an open. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do an open challenge. Open Femi ain't going out like that. He gonna do a squash match or something.
He's been whooping butt all throughout the week, so we don't seem worth it.
Man, I don't care if it's a squash match. Hey, just throw Tavion Heights out there.
Nah.
Do an open challenge. Do a fucking open challenge. Screw me. Throw Tavion
I
Heights.
don't like no squash. Nah, I don't want no squash, bro. He got
I just want to see my boy toss somebody in the goddamn air on their face. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
yeah. I want to see my boy toss a bitch. Let him smash up somebody. Shit. I'm trying to think of anybody on the roster who can challenge him right now. Besides like somebody like Tavion or
at best, anybody that challenges him is gonna be a
Charlie Dempson. Or maybe somebody from the Dunn group. He may do it. I think he's gonna do an open challenge, man. I don't think he's going out like that without getting a good paycheck. Damn. It's gonna be interesting though. What else they got on the card?
You already called all the other matches on the card. I think they got the tag team match with the Rascals, and the tag team champions. I think you called the rest of it. You just you called the rest of it.
Okay.
It's just the only one that you thought over Femi didn't have a match because he don't.
Right. And then Trent Williams and Pete Dunne, Ora Mensa and Ethan Page. And that pretty much it, huh? About 5, 6 matches.
Yep.
Interesting. Hopefully hopefully they give us a good show. Hopefully they give us a good show. And Tatum Paxley been in the fucking title picture too, like a lot. She ain't been winning, but she been close to titles for the last few months. She done had like 2. She had a TNA women's title shot. Then she had an NXT women's title shot. Now she getting the North American women's title shot. So she been in the title picture for these last few months. But I don't know if they just using Tatum just for her mysteriousness to lose or what. And where's the story going with her and Wendy Choo? Evil Wendy Choo. I got to say it like that. Evil Wendy Choo. You know what I'm saying? Now that's it for that. And SummerSlam predictions, we took care of that. All we waiting on is SmackDown Go Home show. We waiting on SmackDown Go Home show. I'm thinking about doing a watch along for that, just to see how it turned out. I know a lot of more people will be doing a watch along also. So that's a lot of competition, but maybe I just do my own just to see how it turns out. Depending on what goes on Friday. But other than that, we covered everything. Everybody, make sure you're new to the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You know, this is the place we go live at least 3 times a week. You can always click the link that pinned in the top of the chat to join in on the conversation. Follow me on our social medias. Main Event Fro. Request to be a special guest. You can join me one-on-one in the main event. We can talk about it. And don't forget to push the goddamn like button.
Push the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I do appreciate, excuse me, I do appreciate everybody coming through. Hassan, appreciate you coming through. Trey Fur, appreciate you coming through this thing, man. And I always salute the Wiley. You know what I'm saying? Being on the panel and chopping it up with me. I'm going to take that down. And what's that, Wiley?
I said no problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So any final words before we get up out of here, Wiley?
No, I think we covered mostly everything, man. Like I said, all we can do is just wait and see now.
Yes, sir. So don't forget to drop your predictions to SummerSlam down in the comments. You watching the playback? Yeah. Hit the like button, and we'll catch y'all on the nets or in the nets. Main event. I see I ain't say it right. I'll be the main event, and I'll catch you all in the nets. Main event. Peace. He was a normal man who heard voices in his head. He was a normal man who ran from his demons. He was a normal man that couldn't escape the darkness. Till one day, he was left to die. He then would rise again. He then would embrace the voices. He slayed his demons and he conquered the darkness. Shh.